Hey, welcome back to Where's the Line WTL. I am here with Chief Micah from the Kansas City Chiefs. He's heading
Go
down
Chiefs!
to Phoenix, Arizona, to the Waste Management in the big game. We'll see if he's got enough cash to get into that game. I think it's going to be a little bit expensive down there this weekend. But welcome to the pod, Chief Micah.
Thank you. Yep, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk about the Chiefs. I booked this trip about 6 months ago. I always know the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, but obviously at the time that wasn't a guaranteed. So that's the cherry on top of the trip.
No, I got you. We did the trip actually last year for your bachelor party, and then
Yep.
they didn't end up making the Super Bowl. So you knew once he was going to be in Phoenix that you were going to book that trip, and that no matter what, Mahomes was going to get you back to the promised land.
Yep. And as you know, where were we last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl?
I think Phoenix, Arizona as well.
We were in Phoenix. So yep, it's been good to us. So hopefully it's good to me this weekend.
Heck yeah. No, I'm excited for you. But anyways, this line opening up, it's went back and forth the last couple of days, Micah, since it dropped anywhere from the Chiefs by 2 to now where it sits at the Eagles by 1.5. I just kind of want to get your initial reaction on the Chiefs being the underdog, and probably after that, the over-under sitting there at 51.
Yeah, so I took all my lines off Barstool. So
Yeah.
as of right before this interview, it was Eagles 1.5. Initial thoughts. I mean, we've both watched football our whole lives, and
Yeah.
my thoughts are the Chiefs have a top 5 coach of all time, borderline top 3. Already a top 5 quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Arguably the top tight end of all time. I mean, those 3 right there.
They got 3 goats.
How do you, I mean, when it comes to the team in a team game,
Yeah.
I think the Eagles probably have a better team. I was saying this week, what if you flip the quarterbacks? Eagles by 10 if
Yeah,
you just
easy.
traded the quarterbacks out. So that to me tells me that the Chiefs not only are going to cover the spread,
Yeah.
but I've got the Chiefs money line, which is at plus 100 right now.
Yeah, and Micah, that's what I was going to say is I really think if you look at all the value bets going into the Super Bowl, all the props and all the kind of stuff that you want to do, is I think that plus 100 for the Chiefs money line is probably your best bet to get any value at plus money, just because this team has been there. They've done it. Like you said, they got 3 goats on the offensive side of the ball. And I think that defense can stand up just enough to give them a chance to win. And if Mahomes has the ball at the last possession, they're going to win the game.
Yeah, and the 51, I mean, I have the total score is 31-21. That's 52 points.
Right there.
So that, I think, I mean, by my prediction, that 51 is I mean, they know what they're doing with that number.
It's a razor thin line. So you would much rather bet the spread or the money line for the Chiefs rather than putting any money on that over under.
Yeah, I think the over under is just, I mean, it's not very enticing at that number.
Yeah, and I think like when I looked at it, the money's right down the middle, half the money on the over, half the money on the under. That's when you know that they've set a really, really good line where people don't know where exactly to throw that money. One other thing I wanted to ask you, Micah, is I think the Chiefs team total was sitting there at 24.5 to 25.5. I don't know where Barstool has it at right now, but what are your thoughts on that? And probably going over, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles defense is solid, but I saw a graph today that showed basically, I think it was over the last 10 years against top 5 defenses. No one is better against those defenses than Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it does not matter who he's playing against. And I can't think of any bad games he's really had in his career. To go with that, I like Barstool has a bet first to 25 at plus 145. I think that is a very hot bet. The other one I like, got the homer in me, Chiefs to win both halves. I think this might be one of the best plus monies I've seen. Chiefs to win both halves plus 420.
Okay.
I mean, if
Yeah.
if the game goes as I predict and we win the first half and then win the game, that's plus 420. That's some good odds right there.
Yeah, for sure, Micah. And that's what I was kind of leading you down. You know, when you say first half, second half, all that kind of stuff. Is there any little nuggets, some little player props that you want to
Oh
throw our
yeah.
way, or even just game props? They do the novelty props,
Oh yeah.
Gatorade color, national anthem. That's one
Yeah.
thing we got to get into is I can't believe I'm not flying down to Phoenix and putting Stapleton in a headlock. This is gonna be the longest national anthem of all time. And you know my feelings on Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah, if anyone knows Jabron, then you know that if you want to get under his skin, you gotta get on touch tunes. You're a smooth, and you can
Don't be
just
giving the
see
people ammo like that.
Jared just you can see Jabron just crawling in his skin. He does not like Chris Stapleton, so
Yeah.
that's going to be a hot bet for you. I saw is it 2 minutes and 2 seconds?
It's 131 seconds right now. So
Oh, so they bet it way up.
yeah, no,
So
it's gonna be the longest of all time. So they have it rightfully measured.
but you know where my money's going on these little fun props. By the
Yeah.
way, I don't know if you can tell, but my hand is still shaking from just scrolling on my phone at all the prop bets. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's
they say you can bet on everything. You can literally bet on everything plus one.
it's
But
a long list.
my our first round pick, Trent McDuffie, first round pick, he's going to get his first career pick plus 1100. He
Wow.
has been locked down, and I love this bet. Trent McDuffie interception anytime 1100. He's had a heck of a rookie season, and just the way he's playing, he's due for an interception. So that's my probably my favorite
Player prop.
over 1,000 bet
Okay.
that I'm going to throw.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of value there in that. Like you said, he's had a good year. Is he going to be able to stick up with these Eagles receivers? You think so? AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. No, they got some players on that side of the ball. What I was kind of looking at, Micah, is I see a little one that says, where was it? Patrick Mahomes over 8.5 yards on his first completion. Now, I think it's a pretty good bet. I think if he even gets a small dump off to, Kelsey at a 5 yard, he's going to get that 8.5. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards that one at a minus 105. I just think it's a pretty good value for, how much Mahomes, stretches out plays and gets the ball down the field.
Yeah, and I mean, we all know how Andy Reid likes to coach,
Yeah.
especially in the playoffs. It's borderline. I mean, they used to call your coach Riverboat Ron.
Yeah.
This is like an 14th century steamboat rolling down the Missouri River. That's how Andy Reid likes to coach. I
Yeah.
mean, it's borderline frustrating sometimes the way that he calls plays in these big
Yeah.
moments. So I could see it coming out first play, just taking a shot. I
Right.
mean, just
MVS.
MVS. Yeah.
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 40
So,
yarder. Yeah.
I like that 8.5 first reception. That's a good one.
Heck yeah, Michael. Well, I really want to thank you for jumping on the pod here. This is our Chiefs guy. Anytime we need knowledge about the Chiefs, we get on Chief Micah. Anything
Well, I don't know
Kansas
about
City
knowledge, but
yeah.
knowledge may be overstated. I got to add one more on there.
Okay. Hit us with it.
You mentioned the waste management. I'll be on the
Yeah.
16th hole Friday.
Okay.
Max Homa plus 2,000 to win the tournament.
All right.
I mean, Mad Max is coming through, so lock it in.
All right. You got Mad Max at the waste management. You got the Chiefs money line. And then you got, give us that defensive back one more time on the prop.
Trent McDuffie plus 1,100.
Trent McDuffie
Number
plus
21,
1,100
that's my guy.
for an interception against Jalen Hurts. Go Chiefs. I can't wait for you to get down there. Hope they win, buddy.
Yep, go Chiefs.